channel C4C, Restoring a Fantastic Hallberg-Rassy 312. In this episode you will see the second part of the Make the Galley, and you will see all the effort and all the work I did to finish this fantastic galley. You will see at the end of the video the result of all my work. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you leave your comment a thumb up. And just now we go! And here we are, an additional template to be able to exact copy the space and make a new cover for the oven. I made the shape now because I had to glue all the Korean pieces. In this way, I am sure that the cover of the oven will be perfect and fit very well this space. Normally I use the hot glue to fix the part of the template, and to be sure that nothing happens when I take out, I use some screw. The template is made, so I need to go to Franco factory and cut the piece that I already did in this shape, so it fit very well. We decide to make a sandwich construction for the cover of the oven to make more light all this piece of the galley. So we use 3 mm Korean, and we use some foam between those two layers of Korean. This was the original one in the fake thick, so we need to make new one. We don't have all the materials, so we join two parts of Korean. Franco now is sanding this part, but after that will disappear any junction. You need some experience to use this machine because it's very easy to make disaster, so I avoid to use this machine. Franco has a good hand to do. I prefer to use this machine. This machine calibrated perfectly any type of material. You only input the thick you want, and the result is this one. And here we are. This is the preview of the sandwich of my cover. You can see 3 mm for each part and the foam in the middle. We need to trim before gluing all together. I can say that in this construction Franco was fundamental. Without his experience I would have made a piece of wood with some thick frame, nothing more than was original, but Franco insists and decides to make a better solution using a high technology stuff, the sandwich construction. The experience of gluing Korean need a lot of knowledge. When you use this type of glue, you need to be very fast because the reaction is very fast. So you need to be precise and you know exactly where you want to put your stuff. In this case, we already prepared all, and the only things we need now is gluing and clamp the piece. As you can see here, I use the cameo white for the color of my galley, and I use the glacier white for the sink of the head. We use a lot of clamps to maintain the piece in position. The glue has cured, and now we need to calibrate the piece in the correct thick. And you will see in a moment all the result of my new oven cover. When calibrating piece of Korean or wood or something other, you have to go down with the measurements very slowly. You cannot go from 20 mm to 18 or 15 in one shot, and you must go very slow. You need to do many steps. To arrive from 20 to 18 or 15, you need about 10 steps to arrive at the correct thick. When you do this type of job, you need to make many passages, checking, sanding, cutting, checking, sanding. Oh, a lot of time. Thank you, Franco. And now we have to fix the piece of wood that serves the anti-roll in its position, and then this piece will be varnished in place. Quite hard, but at the end we win. So we make the hole, and after that we thread the hole. We use M5 bolts. Franco used the drill to thread the hole. It's very easy because it's not a hard material like steel. So in 5 minutes we do all the job. And this is the installation of the sink, the gluing of the sink in his position. We had to insert the sink in his position before gluing the top because afterwards it would have been possible. Now Franco is checking that everything is perfectly aligned before proceeding with the gluing. My job here is a helping hand, and this permits to Franco easily block the sink in position, and using the hot glue and a piece of wood make the support for the clamps when you need to glue the sink. We are in the acetone session, cleaning everything before gluing. Rule number 1. Helping hands part 2, cleaning the edge of the sink. To be perfectly organized with very clear ideas when you glue, you can't go wrong, so this is very important thing. And we start to clamp to fix the sink. Franco used a modified clamp to use in this task. You can use a normal clamps. They are very small and they are very small surface that make the grip. So guys, as you can see, Franco completely glue the sink in his position, and you can see here it's very high, so I have access of all my stuff, and will be ready in half an hour because the glue is very strong. Now we need to glue this one, and after that the piece just in the middle there, and after that the last things we need is to make the cover of the fridge, but we can say that finish 90%. This is ready. Need to make the perfect size with the template, and after that I need to make the plane where you step down, also made by Korea. In this part of the chart table I will use the mahogany, so this is the Galley. Okay, the glue has make its work, and now it's time to take out all the clamps. Using acetone we melt the hot glue, so it's more easy to take out the piece of wood that was glued before. And now we check if the conjunction with the two pieces of corians work well. Clean with acetons before gluing, very important. Franco, repeat me anytime you need to use the glue, you need to use the acetone. Clean, 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 and after that clean again. Here we use the polyurethanic gluing and we start to glue the other two pieces of corian. Oh, great tools, the clamps. With Franco I understand how to use the clamps. They are very important tools if you need to block something. And now 20 kilos of lead to maintain fix the corian and permit the glue work very well. Franco is cleaning the excess of corian glue, so later will be less sanding to do. Acetons make his work and the piece of wood come out very easily. And now is my time to use this router to take out the excess of glue, and after that I need to sand my corian sink. This is the most time-consuming task. And here we are in the normal task, sanding, cleaning, sanding, cleaning. Wow, how long! Franco taught me how to use the pencil when you need to shine the surface. When you no longer see the signs of the pencils, means that you have already passed and you don't make holes on the pressure. The most difficult part are the corners. We have also made round corners to facilitate the cleaning and above all also the polishing, but in any case you have to be very careful and pay a lot of attention. So sanding is a very important task and you need exactly how to do to get the correct result. I had to insert this piece of stick to lengthen the support line of the new cover. After checking the length, I use some epoxy putty and with tape I fix it in place. Need a tower that epoxy cured, and tomorrow we will see the result. You already see in the previous episode the making of this piece of stick. Now it's time to fix. I prepared the hole, I fix it, and after that I will install the plug that I will glue with epoxy. Someone say in another YouTube channel, Mats, glorious, glorious sanding. I confirm, glorious, glorious sanding. For today's finish, you can see the perfect smooth surface from the corian and the tick. You can see there is a small silicone tape, so the water doesn't enter here and is protected. There isn't any type of imperfection here, is completely flat, so it's very beautiful to touch. Okay guys, now we will see if the glue has worked, and we take out all the clamps of the new Galley, and here we are. Yes, you can see it's beautiful. Lesson learned: use the acetone to remove the hot glue. And now another session of glorious sanding. I very like the corian. It's a very versatile material. You can do any type of work. You can make any type of curvature, any type of shape. When then glue it once polished, it looks like an unique piece. I already trimmed this part because I need to make more higher, about 10 millimeters. But now that fit perfect, you can see here, quite perfect. I need to varnish now just in place. I need to fix, and we can see that the job is done. So happy. And now it's time to insert the teak plug. I use epoxy, a hammer, and job is done. When you use the teak plug wood, you need to follow the vein of the teak. You can see I follow the vein of the teak, so they disappears when you sand those. I got also this space between the hull and the base of the corian, so I prefer to fill up with the sealant. I use the finger and the soaps. The soaps help you to don't make a mess. If you use the soaps, you can have a very flat and smooth line of sealant. Beautiful. And this is the result. Beautiful, flat and smooth. It's time to install the anti-roll. So guys, time to install the piece of the wood here. I already fill up of sealant the space here. I used the old screw that was in place. Hallberg-Rassy used a very high quality stainless steel stuff that stay for years. I changed my top of the Galley, but I won't maintain the old details. Example, the wood plug in mahogany lighter than the anti-roll that was mahogany darker. Sanding, cleaning, and after that I need to varnish. I use the one component varnish recommended by the Hallberg-Rassy company. I have to say it is exceptional and the result is fantastic. The brand is Epifans. Completely paint first hand. And here we are guys, I already cut all the piece of teak. Now we are assemble all the piece to make the lid. Also in this case we use a sandwich construction. Sandwich permit to get a less weight in your boat and also permit a better isolation of your fridge. Another important thing is that Franco taught me is when you do a job, you need to have in your hand everything you need, ready to be used. Do not go looking for the material after you use to start gluing. This is the material that we will use for isolation. It's like a jigsaw, 3D jigsaw. All the pieces together make a very nice stuff. I take out the excess of glue before gluing the other stuff together. $40 kilos of lead to maintain in position the foam, and after that we start to glue the cover of the lid. Edoardo now is designing on the computer the correct cut that the CNC milling machine need to do to insert perfectly the lid handle. Anytime I go to the Top Tech, I'm very astonished because they are very precise, they work very well. They blame me a lot when I make some works because they say, Gabriele, you are not perfect, you need to be more precise. I learned a lesson. It's time to take out the clamps that was used to glue the lid, and the lid is ready. So guys, this is the old cover of the fridge, and this is the new one, and after that this needs to be glued there. The original one that need to be refined here. We need to work the lid of the fridge on the CNC milling machine. We need to make the hole for the handle, and after that we need to finish the border of the lid. Edoardo is trying the handle. Yes, it's flat. Franco is giving the last right angle of the border of the lid of the fridge, so it's more easy to insert the lid and take out. Finish with the hole to insert the handle.
And this is the setup. Now we go to test.
And here we are, perfect flat. This is the old part of the lid of the fridge that I will maintain because it has the Hallberg-Rassy brand logo on the bottom. For the construction of the kitchen faucet, we prefer to make this Corian base so the pipes are more easy to insert on the faucet and is more beautiful to see when installed. This is the Emojoy Corian faucet base. Franco helped me also in this task because he's more precise than me to make the hole. I didn't want to ruin my Corian base just installed. I decided to use two faucets. The one that now we are installing that I will use with electric water pump for hot water and cold water. And now we are making the hole for the second faucet. We use the whale one because I will use it with the foot pump and we have the same water of the main tank, but I use a filter, so the water come out from the whale faucet will be more suitable to make a coffee or pasta, because I will filter the water of the main tank. Okay, and now it's my turn. I need to perfectly finish the holes and install all the stuff definitively. Don't forget glorious sanding.
So guys, now it's time to install the tap water. I use this tape, it's a silicone one, and you take out the red protection. After that is pure silicone. You don't make a mess stuff around, you don't spread silicone. It's very good. It's clear mount tape of Inotech, so it's more easy. I already divide the hot water and cold water with the whale quick connect. I need only to install those, but for sure use some Vaseline to put here in the gasket. Okay, we go. Yes, we have access to the hose and the water. Perfect.
It's the time to finish assembling the kitchen with the rail and the sliding doors. Franco make the hole because he's more precise than me, and I will install all the stuff. I cut these sliding doors a little in height because I add about 12 mm of corian for the new top. It's time to screw the rail. Checking the correct alignment on the bow and on the stern. Okay guys, the job is done. The sliding door worked very well. The looking is amazing. I forgot, I completely revarnished my sliding door and my rail. And for you, another glorious sanding, as Mad say.
I fixed the piece of mahogany. Now I need to put some wood plug, and after that give the first round of paint.
Ooh. And here you can see the original one when I bought the boat, all fake teak, and this is the result of the new one. I didn't want filming all the situation that I varnished the piece of mahogany. It could be very boring, but I want to show you the result. This is the Faucet, the whale one and the other one. If you need information which brand is, drop a message and I will reply to you.
So guys, this is the end of the video. If you like my video, remember always to leave thumb up. That make me very happy, and I wait for your comment. For the moment is all. E Gabriele say hi.